or I can say on the personal side, it's a hell of a year to have a bull sale. I'm just glad to be here. We'd like to welcome you to our 2026 bull sale. It's always a great pleasure for all the Creech families to welcome everyone to our sale. It's a big day for us, and it's kind of what we culminate the year with. You sit down for half an hour, watch the video. Connor and Ted will go through the bulls. They'll go through all our programs. I might make the odd comment here and there. Enjoy yourselves, have a cup of coffee, and we'll sure see you at the bull sale. 2025 was a great year around here. We didn't get a lot of rain, but that's pretty minor. We still find a way to get by. Everybody's healthy, and we were lucky enough to welcome another grandkid on the ranch, so things are looking up.
Yeah, and just between that and cattle prices the way they are, we joke all the time that we're not a grief counselor anymore. You can actually talk to somebody and you're hearing about their plans, about what they're doing on their ranch or what they got for expansion plans and stuff like that. So it's a refreshing feeling and a refreshing kind of change of tune from everybody. So it's good times ahead.
Not to get super technical, but market fundamentals, I mean, this thing looks strong. And again, anybody who's willing to calve a cow, and enjoys the work, there's going to be good times for some years to come. And we can't make cattle overnight. We can't rebuild fence as quickly as what it needs to be to make a difference. And don't forget, the generational cycle of a cow is 7 years. So from the time that we make that decision today to when it's in effect, it's 7 years down the road. So keep that in mind, guys. We're in for some good times here, and look forward to catching up with everybody on sale weekend, and just enjoying having some good times and seeing everybody feeling good.
Friday and Saturday, just come up and introduce yourselves. There's so many people, and we seem kind of busy, but just come introduce yourselves.
All right, we're back in the barn for another year. Dad's going to take over on the Herefords, a bit of a traditionalist, so we'll hit play and take it from there.
With our Herefords, they're pretty much mainstream cattle, and they're just flat good. We've been at this since 1949, and that's perseverance, I guess you'd call it. But in any breed, generational commitment is a proud moment for anybody, and one generation is barely enough to build a cow herd in any breed that's very uniform and very functional. Our Herefords, you going to say something, Ted?
That's pretty good for off script.
Yeah. Our Herefords.
You got 75 years of selection here, and you stack enough cows that you know what they're going to do. And I think we talked about it in the video earlier, but there's no such thing as perfect. There's better, and a lot of years of better comes out with a pretty consistent cow.
Yeah, that's right. Ted?
No, go.
Oh, Herefords, you know what? What the Hereford breed of today is meant to do is to crossbreed with. And they work so well because there's very little Hereford in so many of the cow herds today. And a Hereford adds docility, they add capacity, and they put back fat into a cow in a commercial cow herd. And
they're going to last till they're 10, 12.
Yeah, they'll last a long time. They'll stay fat. And I saw a little clip the other day about Herefords, and this guy said that you just want to think about Herefords as a tool in your toolbox. When you're pounding nails, you're going to need a hammer. And Herefords are the hammer in the commercial trade to make it all work.
A lot of talk about premiums and everything else. I mean, the easiest premium to see and the quickest one to do in one cross be to use a Hereford bull on Angus or British type cows and get a baldy female.
Or semi-cross cows.
Anything, but there is a definite premium, and I mean, we're not talking about, single trait selection for 20 years to make a $50 premium like there's a couple $100 premium.
Yeah, go
right
talk
now.
to any auction mart. We hit on this every year, that white-faced females, you go talk to anybody that owns an auction mart, they'll tell you whatever the premium is, and it's not if you get it, it's you will get it. So
yeah. So 60 of these good big bulls, polled bulls, horn bulls, bit of everything. As you watch the video here, you'll see pretty tight in type and kind, and I think they got the same stamp as each other. These are Hill 70 kind of Herefords, so take a look, and I think there's lots here that you're going to like, and please call us if we can answer any questions, and hope to see you on sale day in the Hereford pen.
Yeah, a couple new sire groups we got on offer this year. There's some Churchill Rocks, big offering of Hoffman Perfecto,
The Mighty 4-H bull.
Yeah.
This would be his first set of sons to sell.
Second
set of sons, that's right. We had a limited offering last year, but a few more this year. And some really good heifer bulls. This 904 would be one of them. You take a look at him, he doesn't have the stamp of a heifer bull. But, as far as calving ease and birth weight goes, he's pretty cool, and he's got quite a few brothers.
Yeah. No.
Yep, they're red to the toes, and lots of them are red-eyed, and we've really forced ourselves to get rid of the extra white on these Herefords.
And the cold doesn't bug them.
No.
As you can tell.
If you can't make it to the sale, be sure to try out our sight unseen purchase program. Either call myself, Connor, or Bill. Set your parameters within whatever breed you'd like for price, growth figures, birth weight, any columns that are important to you, and we can handle your order for you. And it's completely satisfaction upon arrival. If you don't like them, you don't gotta own them. So buy with confidence.
Again, going to get into another big draft of Red Angus bulls this year. Close to 85 of these 2-year-olds, and lots of heifer bulls here. Real maternal set of bulls, and take a look at them here. They're ready to go. They're developed right. Going to get out and jump for us. And again, they don't mind the cold either. So, what was it, minus
30? If we could catch a nice weather day when we went to video, we'd be very lucky. But that's just the way the cookie crumble a little bit.
Yeah. So, but the bulls, they don't mind. It's a day trip out of the pen, so they're pretty excited to get out and check out the surroundings.
Yeah, they can get out and move, these bulls. And one thing about Red Angus cattle, they deal with people a lot better than a lot of other breeds that are in the cattle industry. They're just so docile.
Something we pride ourselves, like these cattle, they're ranch raised, and they're seen everything. They've been exposed to everything from horses, quads, dogs, side-by-sides, kids, cousins, whatever. Mm-hmm. But you'll watch when you see the individual videos of these bulls. I mean, we're right up and we're tapping them on the back end to get them to move. It's a nice, quiet set of bulls, and they're well-mannered.
Yeah, honestly, of all the rest of the breeds, other than Herefords, they're about as close as far as docility goes as what you can get. So it's kind of a no-brainer as far as calving cows go, that it's kind of a sleep easy thing, that you don't got to worry about who's going to go check or who's going to do anything, that it's kind of status quo, that just do what you need to do and there should be no problem.
Those sweet little Red Angus 2-year-olds, you climb on top of a calf to weigh them and tag them and get all your information out of them, and they kind of sit there and watch you, and I mean they're paying attention to what's going on, but they let you do your thing, and away you go.
We really ranch raise all these things too. Like we've been at it for 55 years.
In the red deal. And if you could come see our cow herd when they're out bale grazing or corn grazing down at Edgerton, they're just like peas in a pod through the whole darn works of them. And that we're darn proud of that. Trouble is, they're down at Edgerton, they're 70 miles from home, and they only get looked at about once a week, so they are truly ranch raised, and we won't be bringing them home by sale time. Yeah, there's not a special pen for the cows that are, need a little more love here or there. There's 160 acres of a corn patch.
Yeah,
that's the special pen. So they're hanging in there. Lots of 809s again this year. I believe he's top 1% of the breed for calving ease and birth weight, this 444 son. 444 will be a son of his. And lots of these bulls, like I think there's, maybe one sire group that I would say, probably marginal on heifers, and truly and honestly, you study the book, you look at the EPDs, you look at the actual data, these Red Angus bulls are absolutely suited to go out and breed heifers.
Yeah, and we 100% just believe in what we do, that I test you to go look anywhere else, and anybody who's using this many sons of their own prefix behind them on either side of their pedigree, like the 809 bull, the sire in there, he's got well over 200 registered progeny that we have just at our ranch alone, that we firmly believe in what we're doing, and it's pretty evident that it's a consistent group, and we try to model it year after year, and just kind of
lots of quality, same type. We want them to calve easy, grow big, be sound, have some look to them. I like proud calves, and I like when they call them fancy at the auction mart. That's replacement heifers and stuff like that. And red-hided females are pretty tough to beat. And I think, in this area of the world anyways.
Yeah, that's right. You go to bred heifer sales, and red heifers that are good quality really command a premium.
Yep.
But with this many years at it, the birth weight thing, we've really got it locked in. There's very little deviation in our birth weights.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, there are a lot of rock solid heifer bulls, the options to pick from. A lot of C-Bar T sons, some Cockburn Absolute sons in the sale this year. That'll
they're a big hit last year. And
be a lot more than just a heifer freshener for you.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, they might well find their way into the cow group after they outgrow the heifers. You probably don't want to move them on the way they look. So.
A lot of dimension, a lot of midsection in these bulls, and a lot of hind end, which sometimes is pretty hard to find in red Angus.
Yep, and they calve at 75 to 85 pounds out on grass, and they just get at her.
High percentage of our bulls will go to repeat buyers. We do have a repeat buyer program in there to reward some of the loyalty that we get. It's much appreciated and very gratifying. But if you've purchased bulls in the last 2 years previous to this, you'll qualify for a 3% rebate check on your bull purchases.
Here come these Angus bulls. Like we've said before, as the strongest pen as any. To be honest, this is kind of one of the bread and butters of what we do. Dad talking, Con's talking about ranch race cows. These ones all live over at our yard at Payton, Saskatchewan, and they either they're corn grazing or they're bale grazing or they're swath grazing. We kind of leave them to it, and she's about as hands off as what we can possibly do. So I can't talk on the year that I calved cows over there. I caught crap about it last time, but
didn't miss many playoff games.
Yeah.
But no, and I guess that's the beauty of an Angus cow, and that's why you'd be hard pressed to find a cow herd across the country, Canada or the U.S. that doesn't have some Angus influence in a commercial cow herd. And we joke they're kind of like cats. You just feed them and you stay out of their way and let them do their thing. And anybody who's been through the black bullpen can attest to the power and the quality I think that's there, and watch these bulls come across. I'd love to see you guys in the pen sale day or before and point out one that you don't like. It's just a really good set again, and I think as much consistency as any breed probably from top to bottom.
Yeah, lots of Coleman presidents in there, and sons of Coleman president, and he's done a very good job for us. The daughters are excellent. The bulls are just peas in a pod. They're what commercial guys really seem to like. And then there's lots of AI sired calves in there too. Teddy will probably tell you about them more than me.
Yeah, there's a few Bravo sons in the sale this year, and we actually AI'd quite a few cows back to President himself. Just when something's good, I guess let it keep happening.
Here's a son of his right here, and him and any other purple tag bull you see are going to be sons of the President 8226. Here's another one. I can tell you all about how good they are, but I guess you can see them walking across too. So.
Yeah, and then some real light birth weight bulls, blue tagged. They're new to us by a Reich bull that we bought, and they are true heifer bulls.
Yep. Outcross genetics, completely unrelated to just about any pedigree I've ever seen, but good cattle and built right, and you'll find them on sale day.
Yeah, and something we preach like in all the other breeds, but just big sire groups. We want to know exactly what we're getting into all the time, and if you go read the book, it's pretty evident that we definitely believe in what we're doing, and we want to do more of it all the time. So if you're needing one or if you're needing 10, we've got a lot of half and three-quarter brothers within the offering that kind of will suit whatever you need to do.
Yep, have a look at them as they go across here. Again, develop the same as everything else. You're going to see these briskets loose. These bulls are going to get out and travel, and they got their best days in front of them. When we talk about developing these bulls, it can be tempting, I guess, at times to develop them so that sale day is the pinnacle. But we want these bulls to go out and last for you, and they're going to make quite a few years and go out and stay sound and work for you. And it's not much fun, and we've been in that position, bought bulls that haven't worked out, whatever. We expect these bulls to go out and last and make quite a few years under ranch conditions and perform well.
Yeah, they're about as moderate conditioned a set of bulls as you're going to find in black 2-year-olds anywhere in Western Canada.
Yep. And shapely. These cows, part and parcel, I think, the way that we manage them and the way that we make these cows go out and work for us. The cows that can flesh up and come inbred and do a good job, and that we still like to look at, the ones that stick around and you do it for enough years, you get a pretty consistent group.
Yeah, and even Bad Dog there can chase bulls out of the pen. So
Nephew Benton, yeah, put him to work over Christmas break.
Yeah. Took his skates off.
Check out the front couple pages of our book and have a look at our 60-40 finance plan. We get a lot of bulls that get put on the program. All that we ask for is 60% up front on sale day and the remaining 40% in a post-dated check for July 1st. Contact us at any time. Check out the front page of the book, front couple pages, for more information on that, but one of our really popular programs.
We got lots of these big Charolais 2-year-olds. They're always a hit. We've got people that buy them year after year after year. They work, they calve. You won't have trouble calving these on cows out, in big pastures in the springtime.
If you watch our videos, some of our customer testimonials, did one with Kyle Latimer from Vilna, and when Kyle called a couple of years ago, he's bought all Angus bulls for quite a long time, and he called and he was thinking about using white bulls, and he made me pinky promise that he wouldn't have calving trouble, and I pinky promised. And you can ask Kyle, what did he say, 65% of his couple hundred cows bred Charolais and hasn't touched a one for a couple of years, calving out in April and May, and yeah, they're
You know what, Connor, that's some of the old myths about Charolais. It's just like the pickup trucks of 40 years ago, eh? 40 years ago, your pickup truck rode like a stone boat, was cold in the winter, hot in the summer, and 40 years later, the pickups are beautiful to ride in, and they've made the same improvements in Charolais.
just not a transmission that works.
You're just a Dodge guy, I think, is the trouble. We warned you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, take a look again. About 40 of these big guys. And same thing, they're breed leading sires. You're going to see some bulls by CML Thriller in here. And a bunch of other bulls, some old steady sires that we have here. Pleasant on Impact be another one that's got a pretty big sire group. But yeah, take a look and you'll see lots of body, lots of hair, lots of dimension here. And that calving he's built in that Dad talked about. But if you want to use these bulls, on cows to make a terminal option, then we say it every year, but you look at the show lists, the buckskins and the tans, they always lead the way. You're looking at a pretty good premium there just to throw these guys out and let them go to work for you.
Yeah, everybody talks about buckskin and silver cows, but they're truly pay weight specialists. Anytime you can add 50 to 75 pounds and actually stamp cattle like this,
they don't need a tag.
The Charolais people advertise they don't need a tag, and that's right. They make raising commercial calves quite simple.
Yeah.
And you know what? Big pastures, guys can calve these things. You don't need a corral. I had a guy tell me that he's got a lariat and a tree, and that's how he calves them, and that's his corral. So I don't think he's having to do too much.
He's not a young man either. I don't think he's helping any, if any. So, and the cows behind these bulls too. I mean, we talk a lot about the terminal merit on these guys, but you want to talk about a nice set of maternal Charolais cows again. I'd love to show them to you if you're ever around, because they're pretty nice to look at.
After the purchase of your bull, we offer two options. Both are basic and extended warranty. The basic is 1.75% of the purchase price, and that covers the bull till it gets to your yard. So just peace of mind knowing that anything happens to the bull that you're covered. The one that we tend to get a little bit more is the extended warranty, and that covers the bull for the first breeding season, and that's 8% of the purchase price. So any injuries, fatalities to the bull, anything like that would happen, you're completely covered. Just give us a quick call. We can look after you. Here come these yearling bulls. A little smaller offering than what we're used to, but it's just kind of a one-year thing. We'll be back up to normal numbers next year. So
not by much.
Not by much. So yeah, 25 of these good yearling bulls coming into the picture pen here today. They're
going to get out and run here and show you what kind of shape they're in.
Yeah, we keep them pretty honest as far as just kind of body condition score or fleshing ability. We try to keep these kind of ranch raised, real world, everything that you can think of, buzzwords that kind of be identifiable, all that kind of stuff like that. But
Same program here. These bulls are just a little younger, obviously, than their counterparts, but developed responsibly. Again, we want to make sure that these bulls are going to be coming to you in nice athletic shape and enough to show some genetic potential and you know, show that they can convert a little bit. But again, you look at these bulls, they're hard in their shape and their condition, you know, big bodied and got lots of belly to them, but you know, hard muscle tone on them, and they're ready to go.
We could push them a lot harder and make them bigger and fatter and rounder.
And we probably have great results for a year or two.
Yeah, but it just doesn't work in the long haul. These bulls.
How long have you been selling Charolais? When did you start?
I can't remember. A long time ago.
Back when you had a full head of hair.
Yeah. Yeah. Had a different liver then too.
Was it 1990? 91 you started in whites?
Sometime, or before that.
Yeah. So, I mean, again, yeah, you're looking at...
Been an experience.
Yeah, 35 years here, and again, you know, we're not...
We talked about the old pickup truck, how it's changed so much, and that's so true in this breed.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of the, you know, the breed has moved genetically so far, and a lot of the old things that people are scared of with the Charolais, again, you know, the calving ease thing, and that's long gone. Those bulls don't exist anymore. And, you know, you're going to get bulls here that got lots of grow, and calves are going to take off, but, you know, very docile, very quiet bulls, easy calving, and bulls that are well-mannered, and, you know, again, really sound, just bulls that are built for the long haul, and going to be a real asset to have around.
They go in some hard country in BC, a lot of these ones every year, and to be honest, buyers keep coming back. It seems to work. So,
yeah, reports are that they all come back in good shape and get back to work again the next year, which is about all you can ask for.
We work with a few different consulting nutritionists to develop these bulls, you know, and just wanted to touch on it a little bit here. Pre-sale, you know, obviously we want these bulls to show a little bit of bloom and to show their genetic potential. They're never pushed, never overfed. Every ration, every time that they get fed, it's a balanced ration with a full vitamin and mineral package with their long-term interest in mind. And then post-sale, when you leave these bulls here on development, they're going to continue to just be developed modestly, and they're going to be delivered to you in a nice, sound, athletic shape, ready to go. It's a really good option. If I know Ted has talked on the bull development, it's something that you should take a look at. These bulls are well looked after, and yeah, they're going to have their best days in front of them.
All right, going to get these big red SimAngus bulls in here. This is a set we're really proud of.
Got more of them than ever.
Yep, we talked about it, you know, a number of years ago. Boy, we couldn't buy a bull calf, and finally, I don't know, Seth traded that in for rain, I guess. I don't know, but anyways, we got a good offering of these guys, and again, you watch them go by, you're gonna be hard pressed to find a bull in here that you don't like. You know, just
they're very uniform from one end to the other.
Yeah,
few of them have a money stripe, and the rest are solid red. That's probably the best way to distinguish them.
Yeah. But phenotypic lookalikes, you know, and these bulls, you look at the data profiles on them, just a very, very consistent group. And out of cows that are right out of the top end. This bull in particular, you'll notice that he is an end of March birth date. He jumps ahead a little bit. We had a cow when we were syncing up AI cows. Ended up getting bred by one of the Simmental herd bulls, so here he is. But you go through, and I think you look at the quality in these guys. There's not a separate sort on these cows. They're really front end.
yeah, just honestly, you go walk through the bullpen and you struggle to pick out your favorite, and you struggle to pick out the one that you're probably not as fond of on the bottom end. And to be honest, doing what we're doing, that's kind of the name of the game. That if we can sell commercial bulls to the industry and just have them as consistent and last as long of a time as their counterparts within the Angus and the Herefords, that's the number one goal. So.
And you're going to see a lot of these bulls. I mean, these bulls are going to fit into kind of non-traditional Simmental country. If you want to add a little more jam to your steer calves and you know, a shot of Simmental in your females, these guys are the option. And like Ted said, you know, they're going to go out and they're going to work in some interesting country, I guess. You know, probably different than what you'd expect a purebred Simmental to. So they kind of bridge that really nicely, and you know, good blend here of all the maternal things that the Angus do and the jam that the Simmentals have.
They make crossbreeding a lot easier. You can introduce your two breeds, your hybrid or your hybrid bull like that and still maintain a lot of your hybrid vigor as opposed to just a 50-50 cross like that. And you don't have to keep rotating breeds through that or sires through that. These bulls they make it easier. And they, you know what, they inject that Angus marbling and feed efficiency and growth, and then muscle.
Simmental growth.
Yeah, Simmental growth and the muscle from the Sim side.
Yeah, you look at these. I mean, they got a continental muscle pattern on them, but sound bulls, you know, flat jointed. They're big footed. Just really good bulls here.
Yeah, something that we're really proud of, and it's something that's obviously there's quite a bit of room for growth as we head forward, so expect lots more in years coming.
Yeah, they're very popular.
So after the sale, you can expect a phone call from Con Dad or myself, or touch up with the girls in the office on sale day about delivery. We start running routes in February for everybody who doesn't get extended warranty, and then again in April to get the lion's share of the bulls. So if there's any questions, feel free to give us a shout. Like I said, to Con Dad or myself, and we can sure get you looked after.
Yeah, here come these black SimAngus bulls. Few more here this year than what we've experienced in the past, but this is hands down one of the best sets that we've had in a very, very long time. There is some bigger sire groups out of the 987, a new bull, the 162K from Little Willow Creek that we've got, and then some old faithful of 814F. But there's solid black blaze face bulls, and there's a lot of performance, a lot of body, and just like the things we touched on with the red SimAngus, if you're looking for that extra shot of growth, this is definitely a way to get there. And then another option too, if you're looking to make a white face on some females, there's definitely some options in there if you're selling commercial replacements of any kind.
Yeah, you can just see when you go through this pen, the extra little bit of frame over an Angus, and that's what it's all about. Yeah. We don't want these bulls to be like an Angus. We want a little more extension through them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is the same thing that I think, you know, you'll see your order buyers giving you a premium for on the sons and daughters of these. That there's no cattle feeder in the world that wants to feed a purebred out. You know, so take these guys, add a little bit of Simmental in them, and you know, definite advantage that they have. We talk all the time about the Charolais and how they lead the sales, but the next ones always are the red and black exotics. Yeah. And then the real benefit you're going to get from these guys is on the female end. That there's going to be a premium on the replacement females and on the females that you keep. And you're not going to see a huge difference from these in these bulls, from their Angus, you know, counterparts. But you know, if you're calving them and doing everything, by the time they get to be about 4 months old, you can tell there's a definite
you start
difference.
to see some spread in them.
Yeah, and like when we sell our commercial bred heifers at the sale or whether it's opens, but it's a kind of an easy place to start, and we field as many phone calls about them as anything. So it kind of proof is in the pudding a little bit. I don't need to sugarcoat it too much, but yeah, just a lot of room for growth, and just expect more to come as years go forward here. But something we're awfully proud of.
These guys have made a lot of friends, and getting to be more and more repeat buyers in them. And you know, the program is relatively young compared to the other breeds, but we've been taking it easy and making sure that the quality stays up, and you know, some pretty strict principles on, you know, the purebred semis and homozygous polled bulls and things like that. And so, you know, this is where we are, and we think there's...
Is this our show boat?
No. 1543 he went through.
Oh yeah, I saw him. I was going to stop the video, but...
you missed out on the halter break and you don't remember.
Yeah, no, but 1543, you come look at him, everybody will find him sale day, but that is true ground-pounding performance. Oh, there's Benton chasing them out, and they're docile, these bulls.
Benton's the city cousin. He comes out and helps us every time he's out. That's the example of docility there.
We'd love to have you all at our sale. Whether the weather's cold or warm, we've seen it all. And we run the bulls through the ring, so if it's too cold to really look at them outside, you can watch them come through the ring. And we have a lot of people tell us that they make a lot of their decisions as they see the bulls in the ring coming through. You know what Bill Morgan told me? He said, last year it was too damn cold. Yeah, he said it was too damn cold. He said, you know what? We bought most of those bulls just looking at them when they come through the ring. So we're going to go to these red balancer 2-year-olds, Galway Angus.
Good.
hybrid bulls. They do a tremendous job, and so I got a little different help here right now. They're very capable, and so Rhett and Emily, what do you think of balancers? Rhett, what's your thought on them?
They're good and they're quiet.
That's for sure. They are good and they are quiet, eh? Emily, what do you like about balancers? Can you give them a thumbs up? Yeah, that's right. Good girl. So we got another one, but another two little grandkids on the ranch here, but hardly old enough to come up and stand in front of the mic. So do you know the numbers on these Galway bulls? He was just telling me that he can drive his tractor right by the front of the feed bunk, and they just stand there and look at him. So they are definitely docile, and that's one thing that Galways are known for. And balancer cows really do more with a lot less. And once you get them bred and into your herd the first year, they don't fall out. They last for a very, very long time. Moderate sized, lots of milk, and real production type females. They all look kind of the same, don't they? It's pretty uniform pen. You gotta read the tags to know which bull is which. Two grandkids, eh?
All right, we're gonna roll into these breds. Rhett and Emily are gonna find out how hard it is to get rid of their dad and uncle here.
I don't want to get rid of my dad.
No, that's good. That's good.
He's not a bad guy, eh? No, he's a pretty good guy.
So we're gonna have pretty close to 100 of these breds. You know, and same thing. There's gonna be mostly sisters to the hybrid bulls in here. Lots of red and black SimAngus heifers, and then you'll see it was a little cold. We aren't gonna have any Hereford heifers on offer this year. You see them run by, but a little cold on video day, so we reused a bit of stuff, and there's some current heifers here, but you know, again, just very nice set. They're going to be developed the same as they have been other years, and carrying service to easy calving red Angus bulls are going to start March 20th, and a nice tight exposure on them. I believe we're 50 days. 45 days.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So it, everything is, there's no holdbacks this year in any of the bred heifers, so everything is a true crossbred. So if there's the sisters that you're seeing in the bred heifers when you start walking through on sale day, you'll see there are full sibs in the bullpens as well. So it pretty hard to come by, especially this late in the year. Kind of a one-iron outfit that is all. She's like I said, no holdbacks, no reserves, no nothing like that.
the only other way you're going to get the opportunity to buy heifers like this right off the top that have had nothing picked through is out of a dispersal. And you're going to take advantage of some breed-leading sires here. And you look at the females behind these cows, especially, you know, in the blacks and the reds, whatever. But I mean, there's AI sires, there's SAV rain dances and Coleman Charolais behind these things, and then front-end Simmental bulls on them. Like, I would challenge anybody anywhere to find a nicer bred set of heifers. And,
Yeah.
and, you know, you look at the females in the flesh too. I mean, the quality speaks for itself on them. So take a look. They've already been carried. You know, it's going to be first Saturday in February, the 7th time we sell them. You know, again, most of these other heifers that traded were back in December, so we've carried them another 2 months for you, and they're going to be ready to go in a month and a half time from the sale.
And then there's about 30 open heifer calves, kind of the same blacks, reds.
Same breeding, just a little
Yeah.
younger.
Throughout the whole sale, we'll look after you very well from Friday night all the way through till Saturday night, whether it's food or a little bit of spirits along the way. You'll guaranteed you'll be well looked after here, and we appreciate everyone coming.
Here, when you get 10,000, it's 10, 35, 54, to 45, 45, to get 5,000, and then 55, 6,000, and 6,000, 5,000, and then 5, to get 7,000, and then 7, to get 7, and 2.5, 5, 575, to get 7, to get 8,000, and then 8, 2.5, 5, 85, 7, to get 9, to 2.5, to get 5, and 95, 7, 10, 10,000, and then 10, 5, $11, 11, $11, and 5, to get 11, 5, and then 5, to get 12,000, and then 5, to get 12, and then 5, to get 12,000, give 7.5, and then 5, to get 11, 7.5, to get 5, 11, 7.5, to get 5, 7.5, sold them 11,500 rods, 11.5.